Hello everyone, welcome again to the video lessons of the impact. This is my second video for IELTS general reading, and in this particular video I'm going to cover the question type which is true, false, not given, which is one of the most popular type of questions in IELTS reading. The example which I have taken here is the example of shorter passes. If you want to understand what is shorter passes and what is longer passes, you can go through my introductory video of IELTS general reading. So let me show you how does the question appear. So you can see this is the question, that means passes, and this is the question type. So let's see how should we move ahead, what should be the strategy. The first thing we should do, you should go through the passage in first 10 to 20 seconds to try to understand, so that the question can make some sense to you. So let's try to begin this. So I'm trying to understand the passage in 10 to 20 seconds. So what will I do? I'll read the title. Big Rock Climbing Center is a modern, friendly, professionally run center. Okay, fine, I got an idea. So who is Big Rock for? Okay, that's the second thing which is given. It's a mobile climbing wall, as you can see. And what about hiring the mobile climbing wall from a school or college? Okay, so this is what the passage is about. It's about a mobile climbing wall and where it can be used, how it can be used. It's all about that, right? Now we can come to the question. And as we know, or you should know, that there are two broader categories of the question types. One is where answers can be found in sequence in the passage. Another one where answer cannot be found in the sequence. Now you must know that true, false, not given is a question type where answer can be found in sequence in the passage. That means we don't need to go through all the questions, or we can just take one question at a time. We search the answer in the passage, and then we can come back to the second questions, and accordingly we'll go ahead. So the same technique I'm going to use here. So I'm going to take the first question first. Now what to do next? The first thing you have to do is you have to underline the key words or key expressions or the key ideas of the question. What does that mean? That means something, some information, some idea, some expression you will definitely find in the passage. That's a bit tricky. So let's take this example. When climbing at the Big Rock Center. Now climbing cannot be the keyword, Big Rock Center cannot be the keyword, because that is the title and it might appear many times in the passage. It is compulsory to be, compulsory is too common word to be taken as a key expression. Attached by a rope, yes. So perhaps rope is something that you'll definitely find in the passage. So I will take it as a keyword. So for example, rope, what I have taken rope as a keyword, so I will underline this word, right, fine. Now you will go to the passage. We'll come to the passage and we'll try to find this keyword rope. Let's move to the passage. You don't have to read each and everything. I'm trying to find the word rope. Let's see, rope. So you can see the word rope is here. So what will I do? I will underline this rope as well. Okay, I've underlined it. So now I'll come back to the question to find out what exactly I have to find out. So he's saying, when climbing at the Big Rock Center, it is compulsory to be attached by a rope. What I have to find out? Is it compulsory to be attached by a rope? Now, true, false, not given type of question. If the same kind of statement is made in the passage, that means it is true. If the statement, however, is a bit different or opposite, in that case, this is false. But if it is not at all mentioned, then it is not given. Let me give you an example. He's saying it is compulsory to be attached by a rope. If the passage is saying the same thing, that it is compulsory, then it is true. If the passage is saying somehow or suggesting somehow that it is not compulsory, then it is false. But if they're not saying at all anything whether it is compulsory or not compulsory, that means it is not given. So let's try to find out. What will we do for that? We will try to find out the beginning of this sentence. So you can see this sentence begins from here. So I will start reading from here. Master our 11-meter high climbing walls using a rope harness for an unbeatable sense of achievement. So far they're not saying anything whether it is compulsory or it is not compulsory. But read ahead because there is a connector. Or experience the thrills of climbing without any harness. You can see without any harness. Harness is of course a device, an item which is made of a rope. So that means it is saying that you can use it without any harness. So that is your information. You can underline it, and now you know it very well that the answer is false because they're saying it is not compulsory. I hope you have understood it. Then immediately go to the second question. Again underline the keyword. People who just want to watch the climbing can enter the center without paying. Okay, so what do we have to find out? People who just want to watch. Yes, so that's your key expressions here. People who just want to watch. You have to find out this. So underline it here. Go back in the passage. What we have to find? People who just want to watch. So let's try to find. We have found it here, so we'll move further. Almost anyone can enjoy big rock. Test. So what I'm trying to find out, people who just want to watch. Okay, so you have found here. If you're visiting with friends or family but not climbing, that means you're here only to watch it. Fine. Now I have again, like previous questions, I will come back to the question. What I have to find out. So people who just want to watch the climbing can enter the center without paying. Okay. What do we have to find out? Whether they have to pay or they don't have to pay. Right. So if you are visiting with friends or family but not climbing or just fancy coming to look, please feel free to relax in our excellent cafe overlooking the climbing areas. I mean, feel free to relax. That doesn't mean that you have to pay or you don't have to pay. It means the information is not given here whether you have to pay or you don't have to pay. So the answer is not given here. Right? Now move to the next question. Again underline the keyword. Was saying people can arrange to have a climbing session in their own garden if they wish. So perhaps garden seems to be the keyword here. Right. So garden is the keyword that I underline. Right. Okay, so people can arrange to have a climbing session in their own garden if they wish. Right. If we start reading further, he's saying available on a day hire basis at any location, the Big Rock mobile climbing wall is the perfect way to enhance any show, festival or event. The mobile wall can be used indoor or outdoors. Oh, so garden word is not here. If you keep looking for garden words, perhaps you might not find it and you end up by answering it as a not given. But here outdoor words hint at the garden. So he's saying the question says you can be use it in your own garden if you wish. So read it. He's saying the mobile wall can be used indoors or outdoors and features for a unique 7.3 meter high climbing faces designed to allow. That means what? It can be easily used in the garden. So answer is true. Let's move to the next question word. Next keyword, a certain item of clothing. So we have to find out item of clothing. So let's see what item of clothing we can find out. I have underlined this keyword. I went back and I have to find out the item of clothing. Okay, from here onwards I'll write. I'll read from here. Item of clothing, shoes, but no clothing are given. Okay, yeah, I missed it. There's clothing, trousers and t-shirts. Okay, so that's clothing. That means you'll get your answer here. Let me see what I have to find out but in this. So they're saying certain item of clothing is forbidden for participant. Okay, so we have to find out, is there anything forbidden for the participants? This sentence is here. When considering what to wear, we have found that trousers and t-shirts are ideal. We will, however, ask people to remove scarves. Yes, we will ask people to remove scarves. That means scarves is forbidden here. So that is our answer. We'll underline it. Why do we underline it? So that we can get the conviction. We will be confident that our answer is correct. So certain t-shirts and scarves are forbidden. So it's again true. Now we will move to the next question. Next question says the mobile climbing wall can only be used in dry, calm weather. So perhaps weather is the keyword. I'll get something related to weather here. So let me go back here to see where is weather. Okay, light rain and wind. So that means the weather is here. So I will underline this word. And I'll come back to the question to see what is the question. He's saying the mobile climbing wall can only be used in dry, calm weather. Okay, so can it only be used in dry, calm weather? Let's see what it's saying. The mobile wall is very adaptable and can be operated in light rain and winds up to 50 km per hour. That means light, calm weather. No, it can be used even in non-dry, means in rain, and also not in calm weather. So the answer is here false, because they are saying can it only be used in dry, calm weather? It can be used in rain and winds, you can see here. Okay, fine. So this one is false. And now the last question, which says it is inadvisable for children who are afraid of height to use the mobile climbing wall. So keyword here is children who are afraid of heights. Perhaps that's the key expression here. So we will underline this one and we'll try to find out children who are afraid of heights here. Right. Who don't, yes, willing. If you are concerned about some children may not want to take part because they feel nervous. Okay, so children feel nervous. That's the keyword. Right, so what I have to find out then? What I have to find out is it is inadvisable for children who are afraid of heights to use the mobile climbing wall. Oh, so I have to find out whether it is inadvisable or not. If you are concerned about some children may not want to take part because they feel nervous if they climb, then please be assured that our instructor will support them. Oh, that means it is not inadvisable. Right, you can see it is not inadvisable. So this answer is false. It is not inadvisable. Okay. So that's all about these sections. All the answers are given at the bottom of these sections, as you can see there. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll meet you in my next video. Bye.